Hey coaches, I just wanted to tell you that I'm back in civilization now. I was away in the desert where there was no Wi-Fi, no internet, no nothing for several days. And while I was away for several days, there were new enrollments, there's new things happening, volume in my business center, and my check for this week was actually pretty comparable to the week before where I was working on my business. I wasn't even connected to the grid, let alone not working on my business, and it still was there, and it's actually a little bit more than the week prior. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want for you. This is what this business offers you, is residual plus passive income. However, you have to do the work up front first. I was doing this for at least 2.5 years until I got to that point where I was like, okay, with the residual and passive money, I'm totally covered now. All of my expenses are covered, which meant that I could completely decouple my time from money. That's what I want for you, to be able to decouple your time from money. And each and every one of you can do that because we are plugged into the exact same compensation plan. You just have to be willing to do the work first, consistently. And you know what? Your first residual money might be really small. Well, it's going to be really small, but it builds. It residually builds. It turns passive, does these beautiful things. So like your first week, you could be making your first residual money. Your first month, your first week, your first hour, you really could. And then as it builds, you'll get to a point where like, okay, this new beautiful type of income known as residual and passive is big enough now to where it covers and exceeds all of my expenses. Now I can take a trip, go on a vacation, do whatever, not do a darn thing for my business until I get back, and I'm covered. I'm free. I can do what I want, and I did it by lifting others up first. So work towards that. Do your daily core activities every day. That's exactly how I did it. The daily core activities, the vital behaviors, inviting personal development, talking to new people every day, expanding my contacts. You know what it is. The game plan is right here in this group's cover photo. So if you're at all confused, look at the cover photo and stay plugged into your team always, okay? I've got lots of social media training on my website at fireyourboss.xyz, not .com. And also YouTube is like, you can't put a price tag on that. There's so many successful Beachbody coaches that will put videos out on YouTube for showing you, teaching you, training you how to do whatever you want to do. So if you stink at inviting people, then do a keyword search on youtube.com for Beachbody invitation process, or how to invite to Beachbody, how to invite to a Beachbody challenge group, Beachbody coaching invitation, whatever. Just vary up the keywords and get some really great training on whatever it might be. That was just one example of inviting. That's it. Consistently. This kind of freedom is reserved for people who are consistent for a long enough period of time to be able to go away, get off of the grid, literally, and come back to a paycheck that is just the same or bigger than the paychecks you were getting when you were actually working. It's a beautiful thing. But now I'm back to work consistently. I'll see you guys later.